Hi everyone, it's Dan here from Flexxable, and today I'm going to show you a new way I've discovered to come up with new hooks for your advertising campaigns, your lead gen campaigns. Let's dive in. Okay, so we all know that ad fatigue is a real problem when it comes to lead generation. Okay, so we'll come up with a hook or an angle into the market, which works really well. And then oftentimes we'll ramp up the ad spend on whatever that hook or angle is. Things will go really well for a few weeks, and then things will kind of drop off the cliff as either your competitors start copying you, or your frequency gets too high and your audience starts, fatiguing basically. Okay, so as lead gens, it's really important that we come up with different ways to be able to find these hooks and implement them into our campaigns, as often as we can. Or it's always not practical to do this every day, but if you can, I've seen teams that do it and just have like a hooks team that are continually banging new angles, new hooks, new imagery, new everything to be able to keep the ads and everything fresh. Some of the ways that you can do it are, forum research. You can look at what people are commenting on the ads. You can have conversations with your clients. You can go to Amazon. You can have a look at what books that people have written on your niche or whatever that is. There's just so many ways. And you're never really going to run dry of ideas if you go looking for ideas, okay? But one thing that we've done recently is a little bit more interesting. It also helps engage our kind of audience and people that have already come into our ecosystem. The data we get from that also allows us to come up with new hooks to put into our ad campaigns. It's killing two birds with one stone, all right? So let's dive in, and I'll teach you a little about what we do and why it works. So what I do, and if you're on my database with Flexxable, you'll see that I send an email a day to you, and I also do it in a story-based way. And I also try and use a symptom in the subject line of what you might be struggling with, okay? And if we kind of take an example of lead gen, this could be, well, let's say you're generating leads for a kitchen remodeler, or that's your niche that you're generating leads for. What I like to do is come up with the symptoms that people might be kind of battling with, which might make them consider a new kitchen. So that could be, one of the emails could be kitchen door handles falling off, or it could be, the front doors are dated. The front doors of your kitchen are dated. Or it could be, the worktops are from the 1980s, or, something like that. Anything that kind of we can use that's a little bit entertaining. And then what we do is we match that symptom with a metaphor, and then we also show a bit of wisdom off the back of that. So we use the kitchen door example. The wisdom could be that they don't have to get the whole kitchen replaced. They can just get the doors replaced or repainted or whatever that is. I'm not in that industry, but I hope you follow what I'm saying here, right? So if I'm able to create a symptom, a metaphor, and some wisdom, and put that into an email and make them slightly story-based and fun and engaged, what we can do then is get people to kind of re-engage with our lead gen brand and move them closer to becoming a lead, okay, with call to actions at the end of those emails. But the bonus thing that I'd like to kind of try and explain to you is that we can track the open rates, the click-through rates of these emails. And we know when it spikes, and we see this. Sometimes email will just get double the open rates and double the click-through rates. We know we're onto something, which means that we can then feed that back into our advertising campaigns, use them as hooks, build lead magnets off the back of it, or whatever that looks like. So I really wanted today to be able to explain in a simple way or a different way for you to be able to generate those hooks for your ad campaigns, because this really does work, and it also helps re-engage your audience and your brand. So it's well worth doing. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video today. If you've got any comments or questions below about how we do this and what this looks like, please comment and we'll get back to you. Subscribe to our channel if you want to be the first to know whenever we create our new content, and please give us a like, smash that thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. I'll speak to you soon.